Welcome back, everybody. I'm Rachel Stockman, and we've been live today in a Georgia courtroom where a couple who took in two young foster children are now being accused of physically abusing one and murdering the other. Jennifer and Joseph Rosenbaum are facing a number of charges in connection with the suspicious death of 2-year-old Layla Daniel. Foster mother Jennifer Rosenbaum told police and doctors that Layla choked on a chicken tender and died. The foster mother claims she tried to do CPR to save the little girl but didn't know how to do it right. Layla suffered from a severe pancreatic injury that medical professionals say could not have happened from administering CPR, even incorrectly. It looks like we're going to take a break in that case. They're in an afternoon break. But as soon as we're back live there, we will bring it to you. In the meantime, though, we're going to turn to another case. We're talking about a story that we've been covering now on the network for quite some time, and that is the murder of 17-year-old Laquan McDonald by a Chicago police officer. You've probably heard this case. We've covered extensively his trial. This week, 4 more officers find themselves in the limelight. The Chicago Police Board fired them for allegedly exaggerating the threat that Laquan McDonald posed. McDonald is the young man who was shot 16 times by former Chicago police officer Jason Van Dyke after walking away from police with a knife in his hand. Officers swarmed McDonald after a 911 call suggested that he was breaking into a car in the area. Jason Van Dyke is currently serving nearly 7 years in prison after being convicted of second-degree murder for shooting the teen. I want to bring in Vincent White again. He actually is an employment attorney by practice. So we have the news, and you know what's shocking to me about this news is it was so long after the trial. This guy has been convicted, he's been sentenced, Jason Van Dyke, and now 4 more police officers are being disciplined. Why the lag? Why does it take so long?
Well, you know, the union and the union process can really slow things down, and the union here has been so ferocious, even today, offering a statement that the officers did nothing wrong, and that has been what has caused this to lag so extremely.
Yeah, because you would think, listen, our justice system, many people say that doesn't work very quickly either, the criminal justice system, but here is an incident that happened years ago. It's taking this long. Do you think the board made the right decision here?
Absolutely. So some of the officers, specifically one officer claimed she couldn't see who fired because she was putting her car in park. In reality, there were 16 shots fired. Officer Van Dyke was firing for about 14 seconds. Of course, the time doesn't add up. She would see that, she would hear that. It's nonsense.
So basically, these 4 officers that have now gotten in trouble this week were exaggerating this man's threat, Laquan McDonald, in order to protect one of their own, basically, when it came down to it.
Absolutely. It seemed like a conspiracy to protect one of their own.
All right. Very good. Okay, let's go to Van Dyke's statement before his sentencing that he told the judge. Let's listen in.
October 20th, 2014 will always be the worst day of my life. Not because of my actions that day have led to my incarceration, but because I was in fear of my life, fired my weapon, and took a life. To quote an author whose name I can't remember, all life is meaning under all conditions. This has not been lost on me as I think about this daily. This was the first time I had to fire my weapon on duty, and I am proud of that fact. I have prayed daily for the soul of Laquan McDonald, and it was due to my actions that the McDonald family has suffered and felt pain due to the loss of a family member. The taking of a human life is not to be taken lightly. As a God-fearing man and father, I will have to live with this the rest of my life, taking this to my grave. The last thing I ever wanted to do, especially October 20, 2014, was to shoot Laquan McDonald. Much has been made of the video, and people have the right to judge my actions. However, no one knows what I was thinking in that critical moment. Scared to death for myself, my fellow officers, and the public. My actions were that of a police officer that tried to make the right decisions in a rapidly escalating dangerous situation. No one wants to take someone's life, even in defense of their own. It is a choice to live with forever.
Okay, so I think this is, Vincent, a bit of a risky move. This was right before he was sentenced. We covered this earlier. For him, he didn't really seem to apologize or really have any remorse. During this statement that we just heard, he's sticking to what he did, that he was panicked, that he was in fear for his life. Why did he do that? Was that for something when this is appealed, or?
You know, I think it was an attempt to play the victim. Oh, look what happened to me, what horrible circumstances.
But he was convicted.
Exactly.
So it's like he's already been convicted of this. Now the judge, a lot of times judges want to see you be remorseful.
He may have thought that the circumstances could lend some sort of leniency here. I don't know.
Yeah. Would you think that if you were his defense attorney, would you have advised him to give that statement?
Absolutely not. That is the nature of the job. If you can't do it, you should not have the job.
All right. Very interesting stuff. Quick update on that story we've been covering. We're going to continue, though, with our live coverage of that case out of Georgia, that horrible case of the foster parents accused of killing their baby girl, only 2 years old. The court is in a quick break. We're going to take a break. Stay with us. We'll be right back.